सभी लोग कृपया हाथ जोड़ लीजिएगा। हाथ जोड़ लें। आंख अपना बंद करके 3 बार सभी लोग ओम मंत्र साथ में करें। सभी लोग कृपया, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you want, you can say Om mantra with me. Okay? तिलकं ललाटपटले वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभं न सागरे वरमौक्तिकं करतले वेणुकरे कङ्कणं सर्वाङ्गे हरिचन्दनं सुलालितं कण्ठे च मुक्तावली गोपस्त्री परिवेशितो विजयते गोपाल चूड़ामणि वासुदेवं सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु जगतबंधु जीवती स्वरूप जिए की जाननहार हरियस मांगन आयऊं दास प्रभु के द्वार। श्री ओम नमो भगवती वासुदेवाय नमः। उपस्थित शोकाकुल परिवारगण और इस महान दिवंगत आत्मा जो इस समय यहाँ पर है, प्रेमिला जी की महान आत्मा जो है, जिनकी यात्रा प्रारंभ हो रहा है यहाँ से, प्रेमिला चंद्रलाल जी, जिनकी आत्मा आज भी है। और मैं देख रहा हूँ यहाँ बहुत से लोग जो हमारे हिंदी भाषा नहीं समझते हैं, और बाद में और लोग आकर अंग्रेजी में कहेंगे, क्योंकि हमारे पास अंग्रेजी में उतना ज़्यादा ज्ञान नहीं है। तो लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, आई एम नॉट वेरी गुड इन इंग्लिश, but I'll try my best to explain you a little bit. And as you know that soul never dies, and most of the thing, every people knows it. So I'm going to tell something about Bhagavad Gita. This is the Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna explained Arjuna about our body, soul, mind, and our duty. तो हम संक्षेप में बतलाएंगे और ज़्यादा आप लोग समझते हो, क्योंकि आप सब लोग बहुत एजुकेटेड हो, और जब एजुकेशन जिनको प्राप्त हो जाता है तो उनको कॉमन सेंस जो बहुत इस्तेमाल कर लेते हैं। और आज इस बिटिया का बहुत कम उम्र में ये इनका मृत्यु हुआ है। कभी कभी हम सोचते हैं कि जब समय लिखा रहता है तब ही मृत्यु हो जाता है। ऐसा बात नहीं है, बचा सकते हो। मृत्यु जैसे बीमार है ना, बीमारी से आप फाइट कर सकते हो। किसी व्यक्ति के पास कैंसर का बीमारी हो तो वो फाइट करता है उस कैंसर की बीमारी से, और फिर अंत में तो जाना पड़ेगा सबको। We all have to die one day. That doesn't matter priest, reverend, queen or king, anyone in the world, rich or poor, we all have to die. But in our Holy Bible, it says, before dying, make sure do something very good. तो कबीर साहब ने कहा, आया है सो जाएगा राजा रंग फकीर, कोई सिंहासन चढ़े चला, कोई बधा जंजीर। सिंहासन स्टेप जो है ना, यहां से लेकर हेवन तक स्टेप है, एक स्टेप, दूसरा स्टेप। तो स्टेप का मतलब क्या? ये जो सीढ़ियां और चलते हैं ये नहीं। स्टेप का मतलब ये है, जैसे कोई पाठशाला पढ़ता है, स्कूल जाता है, then you have to go first grade, second grade, third grade. If you pass, then you go to high school, and if you pass in your high school, then you go to college. It's the same way. If you want to go heaven, you have to pass all the tests. And for passing that test, you have to have someone to support you. And the best support is your family. परिवार। परिवार का कर्तव्य है कि अपने बच्चों को हमेशा सपोर्ट करे, अपने बच्चों को हमेशा सद्बुद्धि दे, ज्ञान दे, और फिर समय अनुसार उनको साथ में व्यवहार करे। अपने बाल बच्चों को बहुत प्यार से रखना चाहिए। और जो कि भैया प्रवीण लाल जी ने कर रहा था, उनका अपने पत्नी सहित बहुत दुलार से अपने बच्चों को रखते हैं, और हर एक माता पिता ऐसे रखते हैं। जब कोई अपना घर पर पशु पालन करते हैं बहुत प्यार से जानवर को, तो कितनी प्यार से रखते हैं। तो भला बताइए, जब ये परिवार जानवर को अपने घर पर रखते हैं, जो रखना चाहिए, हमारे घर पर भी ऐसे है, तो उनको अपने बच्चों को बहुत प्यार से रखते हैं। तो इस प्रकार भगवान कृष्ण जी ने अनेक बार समझाया, बहुत तरह के समझाए। अब हम लोग बताते हैं कभी कभी डीप संस्कृत में, और या तो डीप इंग्लिश में, या सिंपल इंग्लिश में। जरूरी है समझना। It's not necessary to speak in deep English. It's important to understand. And most of the time people they understand by the sign language. तो ऐसे बताते हैं। अब रही बात ये जो भगवान ने बताया है, कृष्ण भगवान ने गीता में अर्जुन को बताया, मैं कुछ उनका श्लोक का पाठ करूंगा। अब इस श्लोक का पाठ करते हैं अभी, लेकिन हमेशा पाठ करना चाहिए। कुछ एक लाइन, दो लाइन गीता का पाठ। इफ यू बिलोंग टू क्रिश्चियन, मेक श्योर रीड द बाइबल, होली बाइबल एवरी डे, one line or two line. If in any religion you believe, if you are Hinduism, please teach your children to read Holy Gita. Gita means knowledge, ज्ञान। गीता का मतलब है ज्ञान। इसको पढ़ने से इट्स वेरी स्मॉल, एंड दे हैव अ बिग टू, बट स्मॉल बिग नॉलेज। सो ऑलवेज टीच योर चिल्ड्रन टू रीड गीता एंड मेक अ हैबिट ऑफ डूइंग दैट। जब आप आदत लगा लोगे तो आपका हैबिट हो जाएगा। सो फॉर्म अ हैबिट एवरीवन। And she is a good example for whole world. Since whole world has seen the news, and right now on my website it's going live. Most of the people, our relatives and other people too, they are watching live on our website, which is Shiva Mandir, SHIV. मंदिर MINDIRNUS.com। तो मतलब ये है सज्जनों कि दिस इज द फर्स्ट टाइम आई एम डूइंग एनी ceremony like this. I have to speak a little bit in English because I can see percentage wise is the people cannot understand Hindi. So I will just try my best and explain about Hinduism. As you all know, Hinduism has been taught in this world and in this country. And most of the people from America, Australia, New Zealand, they go to India to study about Hinduism and study about meditation and yoga. Right now, again. And then they come here in their country and teach other people. Because meditation is very good medication. Meditation and medication. You have to do meditation, you have to teach your children. But first you have to learn yourself to teach them. पहले अपने आप सीखिएगा, तब दूसरों को सिखाइएगा. अब मेडिटेशन के मतलब ये है साधारण में कि पूजा पाठ, दिमाग को अपने शांत रखे, बहुत जोर से किसी जगह पर न जाए, और peaceful in your mind is meditation. योगा कीजिएगा, योगा अभ्यास कीजिए. अभ्यास मीन्स प्रैक्टिस. यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस. जब प्रैक्टिस करोगे आप, तब आप सक्सेसफुल होगे. When you practice, you will be successful one day. Not the same time, but one day you will be successful. Since, like when I was 16 years old, I studied about preaching. And still right now, I am studying, I am learning. छोड़ो नहीं, बैठ जाओ. तो ऐसे बात है सज्जनों. अब मैं कुछ गीता का जो भगवान श्री कृष्ण, लॉर्ड श्री कृष्ण told Arjuna in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, I will read a couple of verses about soul. भगवान उवाच अशोच्यनशोचसे प्रजावादक्षं भाषसे गतासु न गतासु नानुशोचन्ति पंडितः न त्वेऽहं जातुनासं न त्वं नेमे जनाधिपा न चैव न भविष्यां सर्वे वयमतः परमः. देहिनो आसिन्यथा देहे कौमारं युवं जरत् तथा देहे देहान्तरे प्राप्तिरस्तहं न महतिः. मंत्रास्त्राकं कंसय शीतवाचकं सुखं दुःखम्. I'd like to read a little bit, maybe not good in this English, but let's see. Lord Krishna tells Arjuna in front of millions of people. And when Lord Krishna was giving Arjuna the knowledge of Gita, there was millions of people, only Arjuna could have listened. So there's a lot of people. When a priest or pastor or reverend tells anything about Holy Bible or Gita or Ramayana, most of the people listen, but very few can try to understand. Okay, let me just दिखाए भैया. भगवान श्री कृष्ण जी ने अर्जुन से कहा कि अर्जुन, अशोचन्य यानी जिनके लिए आपको सोच करना चाहिए उसके लिए आप नहीं सोच किया और बात कर रहे हो पंडित जैसा. इसी प्रकार भगवान कहते हैं कि अर्जुना, you grieve over those who should not be grieved and speak like a learned wise man. Do not sorrow over the dead or the living. The wise man, it's a very deep, बहुत गहरा बात है. अब किसी से बताओगे कि आप सोरो नहीं हो, किसी के लिए चिंता न करो. जो हम लोग जो है बहुत सिंपल लोग हैं सब, लेकिन जो आदमी बहुत सेंट पीपल, दे डोंट सोरो अबाउट एनी अदर. संत लोग जो है ना, महात्मा लोग, उनको उतना नॉलेज मिल गया, उतना हाई स्टैंडर्ड के एजुकेशन मिल जाता है, तो उनको किसी चीज के विषय में चिंता नहीं होता है। तो श्री भगवान कहते हैं कि अर्जुन किससे कि अर्जुन, इसी प्रकार ये देह जो है अनित्य है। नित्य के मतलब एवरी टाइम, अनित्य के मतलब नॉट ऑलवेज। तो बॉडी इज नॉट ऑलवेज। और आगे कहते हैं, देखिए क्या, न सदैव विद्यते भावो न भावो विद्यते सतः अव्यवरसी। और श्री कृष्ण भगवान इस प्रकार कहते हैं कि अविनाशी, अविनाशी उनको जानो। और भगवान जो है वो अविनाशी है। अविनाशी, विनाश मीन्स जो डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाता, अविनाशी मतलब जिसके डिस्ट्रॉय नहीं होता। नो वन कैन डिस्ट्रॉय गॉड, नो वन कैन डिस्ट्रॉय सोल। ये आत्मा जो ना, चाहे doesn't matter which caste anyone is, the soul never dies, which all of you know it. But always we have to remind people, don't worry, the soul never dies. But you have to do something good for your soul. Na jayate priyate va kadati vaham bhutava bhavitah. The soul is never born nor dies. Okay, let me just explain you a little bit about soul. Soul is called Sanatan in our Veda. Sanatan means which never dies. Just as an example, whatever we see from our eyes, it will be destroyed one day. Whatever and whichever you cannot see anything, it never dies. Supposedly, can you see the air? The air, oxygen, जो आ रहा है, हवा, you cannot see, but you can feel it. If you open the window or door, you can feel the air is coming. That's how is our soul. You cannot see, but you can feel. ऐसे ही भगवान है। भगवान को हम लोग फील कर सकते हो, लेकिन देख नहीं सकते हैं। और वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृहतानि नरवापराणि। Sri Krishna gives an example to Arjun as a man shedding worn out garments takes other new ones. Likewise, the embodied soul, casting of worn out bodies, enters into others which are new. तो ऐसे और आगे कहते हैं यहाँ पे, नैने छिदन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनन दहति पावका। Weapons cannot cut it, nor can fire burn it. Soul. Water cannot wet it, not can wind dry it, and which is soul, which everyone knows it. तो ये आत्मा जो है, बिटिया की जो आत्मा है, इस आत्मा को कभी कोई मार नहीं सकता। इस आत्मा को न कभी, आपके भी अंदर में जो सोल है, आत्मा को कोई मार नहीं सकता, आग जला नहीं सकता, और पानी गिला नहीं सकता, हवा सुखा नहीं सकता। तो ऐसे आत्मा के विषय में है। अब मैं थोड़ा सा ज्यादा हिंदी नहीं बोलूंगा। इस आत्मा के विषय में जितना भी बतलाएं वो बहुत कम है। तो करना क्या है, बेसिक बात क्या करना चाहिए? अब से हमेशा एजुकेशन के लिए पढ़िए, अपने बच्चों को आप सिखाइए। हफ्ता में एटलीस्ट इन 1 week gather together with your families and have a kind of meeting and teach them what not to do and what to do. क्योंकि जो कुछ ये बिटिया के साथ में हुआ है, ये बहुत बहुत सोचनीय वाली बात है, बहुत बहुत दर्द भरी कहानी है जो दुनिया के लोग देखें सुने तो इनके विषय में हम जितना भी कहें कम है। और आप लोग सब विद्वान हैं, यू ऑल आर एजुकेटेड पीपल, सो प्लीज ट्राई टू एजुकेट योरसेल्फ मोर। एंड इफ यू आर हिंदू, make sure you speak in your language at home. Language is very important. That's why most of the people from here, they go to India to learn Hindi language. तो आप जितने हिंदुस्तानी लोग भैया, कृपया करके हिंदी बात अपने घर में कीजिएगा अपने बच्चों से, क्योंकि भाषा जो है बहुत अच्छा चीज है। भाषा, लैंग्वेज एंड फूड मेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंस। तो अपना घर पर आई एम रिक्वेस्टिंग ऑल द people who are Hindus, please speak Hindi at home and tell your children English at school. Because Hindi is a language which no one is supposed to forget. It's very kind language. That's why all the people, and if you are English, speak English. Hispanic, speak your own language at home. तो ऐसी सी बात है जो भाषा नहीं बदलिएगा, आप भोजन नहीं बदलिएगा। अपना जो भोजन है उस भोजन में बहुत शक्ति है। तो जैसा खाओगे अन्न वैसा रहेगा मन, जैसा पियोगे पानी वैसा रहेगा वाणी। तो अपने अन्न को और अपने बच्चों को संभाल कर रखिएगा। आपका संतान जो है वो बहुत ही उनका अनमोल धरोहर, आपका अनमोल धरोहर है। तो अपने बच्चे लोग को आप, if you lose a couple of dollars or $100 or $1,000, you can gain it again. But once you lose your child, you cannot get it back. So, इसीलिए अपने बच्चों को बहुत संभाल कर रखिएगा। And I request all the children, please obey at your home. Don't go here and there, and make sure if you know someone have a gun, don't even make friend. It's not good friend. Whoever had the weapon, जिनके पास अस्त्र शस्त्र है, जैसे वेपन इत्यादि बंदूक, उनके घर पर जाना नहीं। It's very dangerous. So make sure don't go. तो इसलिए यहाँ पर a lot of people want to say a few words, and I'd like to just समाप्त कर रही यहाँ पर। और जो लोग बात करना चाहते हैं आप कृपया आइएगा, और आप लोग को मैंने जो कुछ बताया हूँ आप उसके सुनिए, ध्यान लगाइएगा और कोशिश करके दूसरों से भी बताइएगा। ये हाल जो ये बिटिया के साथ में हुआ है, ये इनका साथ में जो हुआ किसी के साथ में ना हो। तो कृपया करके अपने संतान को आप अपना बहुमूल्य रत्न, your family is your priceless, उसको एक्सचेंज नहीं कर सकते हो। तो जितने लोग हैं आप, और आप जितने वहाँ सुन रहे हो हमारे लाइव वेबकास्ट पर, कृपया करके अपने बच्चों को अभी से संभालिएगा, क्योंकि ये सब कुछ मिल जाता है। माता पिता नहीं मिलते, बाल बच्चे नहीं मिलते, और अपना कल्चर, डोंट फॉरगेट योर कल्चर। Doesn't matter in which culture you belong to, but please, culture teaches you the right thing. तो ये बिटिया के विषय में थोड़ा सा हिंदी में केवल बोल दूं। यह बेटी हमारे cousin, my father's younger brother is Ganesh Kaka, which is Praveen's dad, and I came from Sacramento, California. Praveen is my cousin, and this very nice beauty girl, she used to come every time to California in Sacramento, and my children and our family, we always loved them. Very nice people, very nice, friendly, and she was 18 years old. 20th को ये नवंबर 20th को ये 19 years पे हो जाती, और इनके the parents came to USA in 1986. Premila graduated high school in May this year and getting ready for college. तैयार कर रहे थे कॉलेज जाने के लिए, लेकिन हरि इच्छा बलवान, जो भगवान ने सोचा, आपन सोचा होए नहीं, हरि सोचा तत्काल। जब कभी कभी हम लोग कुछ सोच लेते हैं बहुत ज्यादा, तो नहीं होता है। और इसलिए आज देखो ये बेटी जहां जाती है भगवान से हम ये प्रार्थना करते परमात्मा इस महान दिवंगत आत्मा को बहुत शांति दे और रेस्टिंग पीस का सोल। और इनके बाद में हम चाहते हैं कि भैया आप कहना चाहते हैं 2-4 शब्द? Bobby, Praveen, say a few words and then they will. Okay, from the youngest, please, one by one come. And if there is a school teacher कोई हो from the school, they can say few words, please. Okay? कौन बोलना चाहते हैं? थोड़ा. I'm not going to take the names, so just come one by one. All right?
My name's Cassie. And Mela was beautiful, strong, kind, and loving. And she was the most selfless person I have ever met. She followed her parents' rules and worked hard in school. Every person that she came into contact with, she spread love and joy. Her entire family is loving, kind, well-disciplined, and the most generous people I have ever met in my life. They took me in when my father was away at work for weeks at a time. They became a second family to me. Mela and her beautiful family have taught me many lessons. They helped me improve with my grades, and they showed me true loyalty, friendship, and devotion. Her arms always welcomed strangers and left with friends. She found a way into people's hearts. She loved her family more than anything. She was so understanding with others. In this dark world we live in, she brought us love, happiness, laughter, joy, devotion, kindness, and everlasting life. I'm sure I'm not the only one whose heart and soul shattered at the news. One day, I had a huge argument with my dad, and he sat and listened, never interrupting and never judging. When I was done, she told me to think about what my father had said, because he loved me. She was very wise for her age. I even looked up to her as a role model, and I'm older than her. Though she may no longer be here, she's watching over us, protecting us, and she's closer than ever to us. I love you, Goody, and we all miss you. You will always be my best friend and my sister.
Hi, I'm King Garnett. I'm Goody's nephew. Everyone here knows Goody with all their heart. She trusted us and we trusted her. She was really close to me. She was like the second sister I never had. Whenever I needed someone to talk to, she was always there for me. She was so nice. She would put a smile on everyone's faces. She taught me a good values. For example, she told me that whenever someone messes with me, to walk away and be the better person. She would always play games with me. She loved being with the family. The last time I saw her, I gave her a big hug. She would never judge anyone. I would feel comfortable to be myself around her. I love you, Kitty, with all my heart, and I'll miss you.
Cousins are your best friends. My name is Mia. Goody was my aunt, but since we're about the same age, she was a sister to me. In our family, we don't use the word cousin. Goody and I grew up together. I remember sitting on this bench when we were little, and we would start pushing each other one by one. And Goody being the silly one, she would be like, oh, let's go get carrots and make a snowman. She was always making people smile and laugh, never just sitting there. Our gorgeous doll will be missed by everyone but never forgotten. She taught me to always smile and never give up on your goals and your dreams. She gave us all different life lessons to learn from her. Rest in peace, Goody. I always love you.
Hi, my name is Shelby Foreman, and Kitty was one of my best friends. This is a speech I thought I'd never give, and a speech I never even want to give. I was overwhelmed with trying to find the perfect words and the right words, because she doesn't deserve anything less than that. But there are no perfect words, and I realize it's not about the words, it's about the heart behind them. And my heart is that this family is a family I see as my own. A family is someone who opens their doors and arms and hearts to you, even when they're struggling. And that's what this family has done for me. I found my little sister, and in this family I found my little sister. And even though we're not blood related, that's what she is. She's just my little sister, one that I do anything for, and one I know who would do anything for me. Share clothes, share a room, share a bed, just anything and everything I was okay with, because it was her, and I loved her, and I know that she loved me, and she was beautiful, and she was smart, and she was intelligent, and she was loving, and she didn't give any crap, but she never took any either. She loved those who people just passed by, and her heart is something we all fell in love with. Yeah, Mo is gorgeous, but her heart is what made everyone fall in love with her. She's not the kind of person you just forget or let go of. She impacts on all of our hearts and lives, and things will never be the same. I just want to say I love you, Goody. And I want you here with me. Instead of tears, there would be joy, because you're here.
Mother was one of my very close cousins, but sharing a room with her for the last year, I grew so close to her that I consider her my best friend and sister. I trust her with the whole world and my whole life,
And even though she can't take care of us here now, I know she'll take care of us from heaven with Audrey, my grandma. She was the nicest person in the whole world, and no matter how upset with me she would never get mad. Or she'd always give a life lesson for it. For example, on her mom's birthday, I almost ruined her whole dress, and instead of calling me clumsy, she looked at me later on and said, "Nyla, you need to be careful with what you do, because one day, sorry won't be enough." So thank you, Goody, for being in my life and teaching me all these life lessons. You'll always be everyone's princess. I love you, Goody.
Hi, my name is Isabel Valdez, and Goody was amazing, beautiful, awesome. Listen, she would always be the light of the day. She would always make you smile even when you're sad or happy. She would always have a smile on her face. And I know that we would always, so no matter what happens, she's my aunt and I will always love her. She would always know what to say to cheer you up when you're sad. And now that you're gone, I know that you're watching over us. And we will always do.
My name is Camille, and I've been a close family friend for a long time. She was like a little sister to me. I've never met anyone who fit the description of perfection until I met her. Camilla had this energy about her that whenever you were in her presence, and it automatically made you calm. When she smiled, you couldn't help but smile and feel her heart. Goody's talent ranged from being an amazing athlete to being a brilliant student, and she could always make you laugh. Her beauty was effortless. She could never look sad. Her favorite thing was how honest and non-judgmental Camilla was, and that no matter how upset she was, I always saw her keep her composure and be the bigger person at any situation. The one thing I will hold on to is that she taught me was to be present and there for your family, because they will always love you and help make you who you are. I'm going to try every day to be as good as a person as Goody was, because she changed everyone's life that she touched, and she touched mine too. I hope I can be like her and make her proud. I always miss her, and I love her so much. And I love her whole family. This family is one of a kind, and their strength and love is inspiring and unbreakable. Rest in peace, Goody. I'll always love you.
Goody, what was husband and I? Goody, you're my baby sister, but you taught me so much. In the short time that you lived here on this earth, you changed all of our lives. When I think about you being gone, I want to break down and just cry and cry. But then I think about what you would tell me, and I start to think differently. I start being stronger and more optimistic. I know that you wouldn't want me to dwell on the facts, but rather just remember all the good times with Goody.
I remember we would always get so excited to see each other. Whenever we get a chance to be together, we'd stay up all night. All of us cousins would talk about someday living together in a big house, and we never really understood why we lived so spread apart. We already had some of us living together before he left. But the real house for all of us to share is God's kingdom. As the days go by, times get harder, and I'll never forget your amazing attitude in life. You are always making everyone smile and making progress and achieving your goals, and you are always our little shining star. You are the best role model for everyone, including the older ones, as you can see. And your name Goody matched you really well. And for a lot of you, you may not know this, but Goody's name, her nickname Goody, actually came from our grandma's mom, because she passed away before Goody was born. And for some reason, nobody knows why the name just fit her so well. And now, one of the things that helps me to go on and look at this with some light is that she's back with our grandma now, or also her daughter, because she had her mother's name, and I just miss you so much. I can't wait till we're all together one day with you, and we'll all just live on in her name and, take her example on all the different life lessons that she taught us. I love you, Goody.
Excuse me. Holding my cord. It's live right now. Just from there until your arms get tired. You have to get back to Lucy.
Hi, Mom. Camilla is my aunt. I didn't think I had to write this for her. But we all knew she was watching over us with other family members up in heaven. I was getting really close to her. But, it's not how long you lived, it's how you lived it. And she lived it pretty good, always happy and hard-working person. Even though her life was just starting, it still feels like a nightmare that I wish I could wake up from. I was always sad to go to bed that night. But my dad said that she would want me to take her myself. So I did. And then I saw her in my dream. And she gave me a tight hug and said, "I love you." And she looked lost, but she didn't tell me what she was looking for. Then she left. We can honor her by taking care of ourselves and stand up tall when bad comes to us. One day we will all be together. I love you, my shining star. I love you, love, with all my heart. Rest in peace. I know you will find what you're looking for.
Hi, my name is Anita Prasan, and I was one of Goody's really close cousins. But she wasn't just a cousin to me. She was my little sister, my best friend, and she was always there with a shoulder for me to lean on when I needed it. No matter how long or how short my speech is, words can never be enough to say how much I loved and cared for Goody. I wake up every morning with teary eyes, hoping that this is all just a horrible nightmare, and I keep waiting to see her pull into the driveway so she could run out and give everybody a hug. I think of all the inspiration and advice she gave me, how she would wipe my tears and tell me exactly what I needed to hear. Like the last night we spent together, I was so upset because of something that happened at work. So she came to talk to me in my room, and she made me feel so much better. And then the next morning she even texted me and said, "Hey, gorgeous, wake up and kick some butt today, okay? If someone's bringing you down, it only means that you're above them. Just smile and kill them with your kindness. Have a great day. I love you so, so, so much." I know she's right next to Audrey watching down from above, and she will help us all find the right path that we need to take. Goody, you will be in our hearts forever. I love you so much, and you'll never be forgotten.
Hi, my name is Bruce, or Brucey the Goodie. She's my baby cousin. I'm first going to read a poem that I found about her, that made me think about her. It's called In Our Hearts. We thought of you with love today, but that is nothing new. We thought about you yesterday, and days before that too. We think of you in silence, we often speak your name. Now we all have these memories, and your picture in a frame. Your memory is our keepsake, which we will never part. God has you in his keeping, we have you in our heart. Me and Goody were really close. I always think about the last time that I seen somebody when they died, and the last thing I told them, if that was the right thing and the right way to say goodbye to them, because that's basically what you're doing. You don't even know it. And one thing I loved is Goody always brought a smile to my face. Every morning I'd get up and I'd go and I'd see her light on. I'm like, all right, she's awake. I'm going to go to work. I'd go in and no matter what kind of mood I was in, I'd see her and she'd make me just smile and just be excited about the day and be ready to take on the day, because she was in that same mindset. She was just always willing to work hard and do whatever needed to be done. And I know that there's so many of us that are going to all miss her, and we all have our own priceless stories about her and our own priceless feelings. But we all know is that she's touched us. And now that she's in a better place, hopefully that can bring everybody some peace. Thank you.
We'll look at this just real quick.
I think this is one of the hardest things I've ever done. As you can tell, Goody was close to every single person she met. She got to know with or without even meeting her. She was this true symbol of what our family really is. We're not four different families. We're all one family together. They taught us love exactly as she expressed her life when they had the
Don't stand it up, okay?
Okay.
Stand it up.
No, it's
Okay, right. Make sure to go and then. Casket, okay.
She was such a positive person. She was like to everybody. She still will. She'll keep us all as close as we are. She will be our strength and our guidance. She will carry our family through anything that we need to do. She is the true symbol of what our family really is. It's the beauty and the love that we all provide each other. I will miss her. She's always been such a great and hungry person.
And I didn't know Goody very well. She worked for me with Nyla. But I want to give you a little sense of something that just so touched me and so demonstrated who she was to me in a very simple way. I used to always have my dishes stacked up very high in my sink. And I used to always feel embarrassed about that. And I would make little kind of conversation like, I'm sorry that the dishes are so stacked up. And she would look and just say, no worries, Michael, no worries. And could feel in that a sense of her willingness to just flow with whatever life brought to her and give it all that she had with a grace and an elegance, a simplicity. And the other thing that touched me about her was the sweetness of her heart. It had so much sweet love that just was ever present wherever she went, whatever she did. I've appreciated her family and her extended family. Who took me and also provided a home for me, cared for me in their own ways. So, thank you, Goody, for being in my heart, being in my life.
Hello, my name's Corey. You know, when I first met Pamela, I never really got a chance to actually get to know her. Then I enlisted in the Air Force, and after I finished my initial training, I met her again and realized how truly amazing she was. We spent time together, started talking more, and even though she was far away, I began to fall for her. I have traveled all over the world and never met so many or someone quite like her. Somebody that is so beautiful, kind, and loving. She is truly one of the most amazing people I have ever met. She is the type of person I hope to spend my life with. Someone that, without even trying, gains the love of everyone around her. Nothing can ever replace or even hope to get close to being as amazing as Pamela was. I was, and am still, in love with her. I flew back from Italy just so I could see her and spend time with her. I have never done that for anyone before. For Pamela, though, there wasn't a single doubt in my mind. I wanted to be able to see her. For her, anything that I had, I wanted her to have. Spending these last few days with Pamela's family, I've realized even more how incredibly loving and amazing she was. I've never met a family quite like hers. They're so full of love and compassion for each other. There's so much support and understanding. It makes me so sad that something so horrible has happened to such wonderful people. I will never forget Pamela, and I will never stop loving her. I can only hope to take some of what I learned from her and be a more compassionate, hardworking, loving person. While I'm so incredibly sad that she is gone, I know she would want us to be happy. I don't want to focus on her loss, but on the miracle that she was in life. In the memories of all the good times we had with her, we will keep a part of her alive inside of all of us. I love her so much, and only wish I could have spent more time with her.
Really had to get up here to do this. My name is Sashi Nordfeld. I'm Goody's oldest cousin. Goody was one of my baby cousins. I have the honor of knowing Goody from the time that she was born to the time that she passed. In the little time that she was in my life, she taught me so much. One thing she taught me was to never stop smiling. And that dreams can come true if you discipline yourself. She was a great example for the entire family. When she was small, she was like a little baby doll to me. I got to dress her, I got to feed her, I got to rock her to sleep. I always loved looking down at her and seeing her loving, happy face smiling back at me. Goody will never be forgotten. She will always be missed. I love you very much, Goody. And I know that you will take care of Daddy and watch over all of us. Thanks.
Well, my name is Marjorie, and I'm Camilla's older sister. She was always like my younger older sister. Everyone always saw her as the older sister. She was my best friend. She always told me. The last night that I spent with her, it's a really simple memory that I keep on holding on to. But she just came running in my room and she called me by my nickname, which is Me. She was like, Me, can you come to Ram Wrap me a muffin? Because this Ram Wrap is too sticky. Those were her exact words. And being just like an older sister, I was first annoyed at it. But then I was like, okay. Because, that's my baby sister. So, I went downstairs, just wrapped her up a little muffin, put her on her desk, and told her goodnight. I didn't know that was the last time I'd see her. To those who have any younger siblings, you should go home to them. Hold them dear to you, because you never know when your last moments will be. I love Goody very much. I know she loves us all very much, too.
I'm Rick Nessing, and I was Goody's older brother. I really didn't think I would have to even say something about this, not for a while. It was hard hearing Goody pass away. It was really, really hard. I didn't want to believe it. We always pulled pranks on each other. But, yeah, we thought this was a prank. And then it hit me. That was the last time that I'm going to see Nini, Goody. But, Goody had taught us all different stuff, all kinds of stuff. In her own way, she was happy. Every time I used to come over, she would be like, Ricky, Anita. And then there would be waves of saying hi, and then byes. My last birthday I got to celebrate with all my family. I didn't know that was the last time I would ever have to say another speech. It was for my birthday, and Goody was there. And, you know, she talked to me. And, yeah. While I was coming up here, I was listening to all kinds of songs. And one of them was Heaven Got Home. And it didn't make any sense that much to me. And I thought about it. You know, my dad passed away. Nani passed away. Goody. And on the song it says that heaven got home, and whoever's up there watching us wish they could be there. And while they're wishing they could be there, it starts raining. We feel that they're there. We can feel that. And then when you think about all the fun stuff, all the things that she has taught, and clears up just a little bit, makes you feel better. She's with us, keeping us strong.
Hi, my name is Pravina. I'm Praveen's oldest sister. Before Goody was born, I had got a phone call that my sister-in-law needed some help. My brother wasn't there. I drove from Salt Lake City 4 hours in a snowstorm. And when I delivered her, brought her to this earth, to my brother, I gave her a beautiful little girl that he wanted. And she was always a good person. Goody always loved me. She always called me beautiful. I never had problems with her. And I loved her so much. Goody was a wonderful person. And every time you call her, she's smiling. She's laughing. She called me, "Well, how do you make this?" I helped her on the phone. And then I had a Corsica car, and she comes when I go to the house. They ride in my car all over. I still have that car when this happened. I see that car in my driveway. This hurt my feelings to see that she's no longer around. Goody, I will always have you in my heart. And you know, you will be always in all of our family's hearts. I love you. Rest in peace.
She wanted to come up here and just say that she really loves Goody. And it just reminds me of when these guys were all small. Me and my sister and Radhika, we would fight over who got to take care of them. And we'd dress them and play with them, and now I get to see them do that with my children. And Goody was always so sweet and just loved everybody. And anytime you'd ask her to do something, she would just run and go do it. Even if she was busy or she didn't want to, or it wasn't something that she thought would be fun. Anytime anybody asked her to do something, she would just do it. And I think that she was a great example to all of us. And I think that with all the love and support of our family, that we can teach
each other to all be like that. And I hope that my children will be loved as much as she was and be taught as well as she was. Thank you.
I'm going to give Nadia a little time. I'm Goody's uncle. She was not just our niece, she was also like our daughter. And Nadia and I, we came to this community almost 20 years ago. And when we came here, we loved this place. We loved the front range, and we were the only ones out here from all our family. And the community embraced us. And today I want to thank every one of you who's come out here and heard all these great things about a person who we didn't have to think twice, but was always there in her. She was always the nicest person around and always willing to work hard and do the right things. When about 11 months ago, they came and joined our family. And I asked Nadia if there was something wrong with Pramila. And she said, "Why do you say that?" I said, "Because I've never seen her react to anything negatively. Everything we said, she said okay." And in Hindi, since I'm the elder brother of Praveen, she called me Dada. So she said, "Dada, it's okay. Anything I said, she'll say okay." There was never no. She never reacted. Even if her dad upset her, which we never knew she was. I only found out through my kids if she was upset about something. But she never showed it. And I thought there was something wrong with her. But she was a great soul. She had a great soul. And today we are all over here. If you witnessed some of the ceremonies we were doing, it was not about her body that's over here, but it's more about the soul she possessed. And we did not have to make any of these up. She was always the best person around. Unfortunately, it was a very short time we could share the time we had with her. But she was a role model, like you heard from a lot of the cousins. She was a role model even to me at times, and that's why I thought there must be something wrong with her. But it's just her personality. She was a great, great person. And we will never forget her. She'll be always in our heart. We'll do the best for her siblings, for her family. We'll always miss her. So thank you everyone, whoever showed up here. There's people who drove from very far. There is people who flew in. There's Corey who came all the way from Italy. I just wanted to take this opportunity to let you folks know so that you understand that there was friends who flew in from Philadelphia. People drove many hours to get here. My cousin, who's the priest, his aunt, which is our aunt, passed away only a few days ago. He sacrificed that and is here today so that he can do the best ceremony ever, not to satisfy anybody, but to help the soul of Pramila. She deserved it. So thank you. And now I don't have enough words to say about her, but after listening to all of you, I had the courage to come out here and do this. When I first entered this place, I couldn't do it. So now I'm going to hope my wife has the courage to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Okay. What I want to say is, Kuti, why? Why? So many questions, so many discussions, so many tears. If only we could reverse time and change mistakes, accidents, to get another chance to spend with the one we love. But that is not how it is. To be a human being is a very special gift. A gift that's given to each of us. A gift that comes in different length of time. Premila's was for 18 years only. And she lived every moment of it with full appreciation. She lived her life with grace, wisdom, laughter, tears. She gave 100% of herself to everyone she touched. Yes, she was my little princess. She talked like a princess, laughed like a princess, walked and moved like a princess. She was beyond this world. She had grace, beauty, inside out. I felt very special and honored to know you, my goodie. I am grateful I could give you many hugs and kisses. I am grateful you came in our family and said and treated us like your own parents. Pranil, Nini, you are like our own kids too. I will take good care of you. I promise. And Tito, Angela, I will cherish you and take really good care of you too. I will give you many hugs for Goody. I love you, Goody, and will always miss you. Bisous.
Whenever we had any kind of function with our family together, they'll always tell me, we'll let you speak at the end. I don't know why, but I was at the last to speak. And if I don't do that today. You know, God is going to be made. First, I'd like to thank everybody, you know, for being here and trying to share our pain, our family's loss. And believe me, it does make a difference to see, you know, people here from all over, you know, United States, and of course from overseas, a few here for my daughter's funeral. So, also I'd like to thank everybody that had written comments on Facebook. You know, people ask me many times, how do you feel? You lost a daughter that's so young. I don't wish this on my worst enemy. But I was mad too, you know. As any human being, we all get mad. I was mad at God too. Why? Like they all ask, why? And one time I went to India and I met a saint, and a saint told me something very wise. He said that, you know, you all think you change. You know, like you did something. It's not you. It's God that changes your mind. When God changes your mind, you don't help others. When God changes your mind, you do good things. And so next day when I woke up, I was still destroyed. I tell you, it was the worst first 2 days that I had after my daughter passed away. And I don't even have a Facebook, and I don't know why they were looking at Facebook, and I said, let me look at the Facebook and see what's there. And they showed me a few things and said, well, this is the people that have replied about my grandmother. And I read through those. And apart from our family friend and a close friend, I didn't know she had also touched other people. When we lived in Verno, I saw some posters there from Verno saying, when you were in my life for 3 months, you were in my gym class. I talked to you, you know, what advice you gave me, it changed my life, and so on. I couldn't find one that said, you know, Pramila, you were not very good girl, but but we miss you. It wasn't that. It was everybody was full of compliment about her. And that's how she was. She was an angel. She was my wife's angel and my little daughter. And the other thing is, people say, how long you live, it doesn't measure up to what you have done in this world. And I think the priest said that very well earlier when he was preaching, that just being 45, 35, 75 doesn't mean, that you're wiser. It's what you achieve in those 18 and a half years, or 20 and a half years, or 45 and a half years makes a big difference. And Pramila, what she achieved in 18 and a half years, I don't think I have even come close to it. No. So, my baby, we want you to give us another chance anytime when you can, from heaven, come in of your making and shine like the star you were. And hopefully this time we will recognize that. But this time I began letting him go at 18 and a half. Even don't come back twice. Come back so you can spend more time with us. So that we can do a few other things that we all planned. No. But I'm not married, God. No. I'm just here saying goodbye, and I know you'll always be in spirits with us and in our hearts. And that place of the heart, no matter how many people I say, I love you, that peace, that small peace and place that I've set for you, nobody's taking it from me. Nobody's taking it from you. Thank you.
For my daughter Pramila, I just everybody want to be silent for 2 minutes for us all.
Pramela's little brother. Growing up, I was glad I had Pramela. She was such a great person. There's not enough words to describe how good of a person she was. She was a very great person. Like one time, there was a homeless guy, and we stayed at a restaurant, and she had some food left over. And she saw the homeless guy and gave the rest of her food to him. Goody taught me many great values. One of them that I'll never forget was to always be forgiving. I miss waking up in the morning, knowing that Goody's not there. I wish she was here with me right now. Hurts to see my family pain. Hurts to see. She touched a lot of people in her life. She was a good role model to many people. Mel was an amazing motivator. She would tell people to never give up and to always reach their goals. She never does anyone. Whenever anyone was around her, they'd always feel comfortable. I'd always bring friends over, and at the end of the day, she'd be their friend. She was a brilliant and strong girl. She was more than just a memory. She's my guardian angel. I'll miss her so much. I love you, Pramela.
just start off by saying my name's Maurice Enriquez. I'm known as Coach Mo. I'm the head track coach at 9Y. And sitting back here and I'm just saying, it's making sense to me now. Not her passing away, but just how special. And if the family will allow me, I'm going to call her Goody too. I have to tell you a story. As you all know, we won the state championship this year. And we had 4 concepts that we talked about every day at practice. It was attitude, it was passion, it was effort, and it was finish. And so a part of that was the kids had to get up and talk about it. I'd pick 4 kids and they'll go up and talk about it. And we're getting late in the season. And Camellia, she didn't go. And she comes up to me, she's like, Coach Mo, I haven't got an opportunity to speak in front of the team. And I'm just like, well, kids don't volunteer to speak in front of the team. I mean, they're just embarrassed. They're shy. They don't want to do it. And she got up there. And it was unbelievable. The way she talked about attitude, the way she talked about effort, the way she talked about family. Because it's making sense to me, because she talked about like coming from California and being a part of the 9Y track and how important it was to her, that everybody accepted her, and it was family to her. It makes sense. She will never be forgotten. She's made a humongous impact on my life. I have 2 daughters. Tonight I will go home, Malia and Eliana. They're 8 and 6. And I will talk about this experience. I would talk about the impact you can make on people's life. I will talk to them about family. I will talk to them about reading your Bible. I'm making a promise. As long as I'm the coach at 9Y, she'll never be forgotten. Because that's the standard. You know, to her parents, unbelievable. I hope my kids grow up to make an impact like she has. When you talk about her smile, light up the room. I'm privileged to get to know her. Knew her. And her legacy will continue. You know, we got to challenge ourselves. You know, we got to live up to that standard. I mean, she set the bar this high. Thank you.
यहाँ पर मेरे ख्याल से कोई गीत संगीत गाने वाली महिला आई हुई है और उनसे आप जो आज कर सुन सकते हैं। और रोना तो जीवन भर है, इसलिए रोना नहीं पड़ेगा जब अपने जीवन को संभाल लोगे अच्छी तरह से, तो हमेशा याद कीजिएगा अभी रोइएगा इस समय। और इस समय रोने के लिए उसी का चाहिए जो अपना समय को अच्छी तरह से आदर कदर न किया, तो बाद में पश्चाताप करने के समय नहीं आएगा। तो कृपया करके आप, मैं जान रहा हूँ काफी लोग भाषण दे चुके हैं, स्पीच दे चुके हैं, क्योंकि ये विशाल परिवार है और स्पीक फैमिली के साथ साथ में इनके बच्चे लोग जो है सब अपना अपना जो दिल का बात कहें। सबसे जरूरी चीज, the most important thing is not only the speech, the most important thing is the prayer. So while you're sitting, please do some prayer in your mind. And after this, someone's going to come and do a little singing, is that right? And then after that, we'll do prayer, प्रार्थना करेंगे. प्रार्थना के साथ साथ में भगवान से प्रार्थना सबसे बड़ा दवा, सबसे बड़ा मेडिकेशन इज प्रेयर. तो प्रार्थना कीजिए. आप pray for yourself and pray for your children and at the same time pray for Premila. अपने आप के लिए प्रार्थना कीजिएगा, अपने बच्चों के लिए प्रार्थना कीजिएगा कि मेरे बच्चे लोग को भगवान अच्छा सद्बुद्धि दे, अच्छा नॉलेज दे, अच्छा एजुकेशन दे, ताकि वो हर एक बुरे कर्म से बचा जाए. तो ये महिला है, आकर कुछ गाएगी, उनके लिए आप स्वागत कीजिएगा.
Hi, my name is Karen. I am the wife of Neil Armstrong, who's the innkeeper for the National Nadia. And I also got to work with Pamela at the Gunbar Athletic Club that I work at. And what a darling. All the beautiful words that have been spoken. I barely got to know her just for a few months, but boy, everything that has been said about her is so true. She's such a beautiful, beautiful heart. I couldn't even possibly add to all the wonderful things that have been said about her. But when I went to see the family the other night, I asked if I could do a song, and Vanessa and the family had said that they thought that would be nice, and I didn't even know what song to do. I mean, I just had no idea. And got to work the next morning, and there was another little girl that was listening to a song by Brad Paisley, and it's called When I Get to Where I'm Going. I had never heard it before. I just heard it for the first time yesterday, so I'll do my best to honor Camilla with this song. When I get to where I'm going, on the far side of the sky, the first thing that I'm gonna do is spread my wings and fly. I'm gonna land beside a lion and run my fingers through his mane. And the first thing that I'm gonna do is spread my wings and fly. Yeah, when I get to where I'm going, there'll be no more sad tears. And I will shed the pain and sorrows of my short years. And yes, I'll leave my heart wide open, and I will love with no more fear. Yeah, when I get to where I'm going, don't cry for me down here. I'm gonna walk with my Abby, and she'll be with me step by step. I'm gonna tell her just how much I've missed her since the moment that she left. Oh yeah, when I get to where I'm going, there'll be only happy tears. And I will shed the pains and sorrows of my short years.
Call from 8475.
And when I leave my heart
पश्चात में स्लाइड शो जो है लगा देंगे, तो आप थोड़ा देख लीजिएगा। उसके बाद में हम लोग अंतिम प्रार्थना और अंतिम दर्शन करेंगे। तो कृपया करके ये बेटी का जो कुछ चित्र है छापा है और उनकी यादें हैं। दुनिया में लोग कहते हैं कि सब कुछ छोड़कर चले जाते हैं, यादें भी यहाँ पर अपना छोड़कर चले जाते हैं। कृपया करके बता दीजिए भैया, आपने दिए वहाँ पर उनको ये स्लाइड शो लगाए और चर्चा नहीं करो ये और जैसे as soon as you are ready for the slide show, let me know. Okay.
Here is music. Wow, it's him. This guy's fired.
ये जीवन है, इसी जीवन में ऐसे ही चले जाना है। हंसा निकल चला काया से, खाली पड़ी रही तस्वीर। भैया आप और आप भी आ जाइए यहाँ पर। अपने पत्नी के साथ में एक फूल ले लो। मैंने जैसे पहले कहा है कि प्रार्थना बहुत आवश्यकता है, चाहे जिस भी मजहब का पालन करने वाले हो, चाहे आप ईसाई हो, सिख हो,